living in the last days. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the last days. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the last days. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the last days. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the last days. Kids are killing kids. Mothers ain't teaching daughters. Fathers don't see they sons. They always on the run. The problems we facing, we think it's all just a mystery. Gave us crack in the 80s and it destroyed our communities. These devils are laughing at us. Police, they hunt us down. You voted Obama, hoping that it would calm it down. Every day is a struggle, can't see nothing but pain. So I fall on my knees and get to calling his name. Hey, the weight of the world got us looking for answers. Only thing that's around you are diseases and cancer. Political powers be on political bullshit, and all politicians be on political bullshit. Yeah. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer. Hey, blinded by television, we can't even think. So much lead in the water, homie, we can't even drink. Hey, you moving them bricks, but you killing yourself. Cause when I look at you, homie, I see you screaming for help. Only thing that can help you is gotta be real brotherhood. Them devils use it for evil when God made it for good. This shit just ain't adding up. This shit just don't make no sense. We in a brand new Mercedes Benz and struggle to pay our rent. They say that we have freedom, be all you can be. The whole world had a problem because of a need. Hey, salute to the general, salute to the captain, salute to the officer, Lord making it happen. Yeah. Soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer. Soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, soldier, reformer, living in the reformer, soldiers. Living in the last days, living in the last days, living in.
Yeah. Me no know if you know see what I want. You no see it. Oh no, just wicked. Them wicked. Foolish and insipid. Yeah. Ooh, them a try fi stop. Tell them they want fi start. Tired see black people get shot. Yo, ooh, them seems like them alone fi talk. Tired share love, now the love go stop. Me wine, shed the light on the dark. Life is not all about love and hugs and kisses with the enemy. Look how them a govern. Manipulate the people, them mind. For Christianity, that's how me slogan. Lies for so long, kept my people in the dark, but the light now turn on. We are men of war, duplicate the truth alone. We going hold on. So who them a try fi stop. Tell them they want fi start. Tired see my people get shot. Yo, who them a try fi stop. Them alone want talk, but they want quite start. Man, exercise, train, practice. We not no Catholic, we not Baptist. None of Muslim, we none no Buddhist. Whoa, and to the little crayfish. But turn on. When the war done start and it turn on. Tell me where you are go now. You pick it. Black woman, me love them. Deaf to the heathen. The truth me a defend. Nigga pussy hole, we no fear them. Car politics, religion, it a fuck up the place. Stop touch the picnic, them below them waist. Them a parasite, rob the people, them blind then. Run come a smiling at them face. Fatism, my people embrace. Whole heap of nasty things, them a seep up and face. And I run come talk about the father give me grace. Fuck up your face. Ooh, them a try fi stop. Tell them the war fi start. Tired see black people get shot. Ooh, them seems like them alone fit talk. Tired share love, now the love going stop. Me go and shed the light on the dark. Life is not all about love and hugs and kisses with the enemy. Look how them a govern. Manipulate the people, them mind. For Christianity, that's how me slogan. Lies for so long, kept my people in the dark, but the light now turn on. We are men of war, you pick the truth alone.
Yeah, Babylon is falling, to rise no more. Babylon is falling, to rise no more. Falling, to rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's really every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You with me? Better move, nigga. That follow no way gon' be cruel, nigga. Say you're gonna get that too, nigga. Matter of fact, get you by two, nigga. You see the signs that's in front of you? Stacking the rough from up under you. Shit is gon' fall, yeah, I promise you. Make up your mind what you gonna do. You heard it? Now listen. Your life, my business. You are my brother. We need each other. This truth, I live it. I will defend it. You are my brother. You are my brother. Babylon is falling, to rise no more. Babylon is falling, to rise no more. Falling, to rise no more. Falling, to rise no more.
So lost, yeah. So lost, we so lost, we so lost, so lost, we so lost, we so lost, we so lost, yeah. So lost, we 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 so lost. You see the problems that I'm going through, but you don't help me. Only thing you wanna do is hurt me. I see my partners going through the same shit, but even at their worst, they still hood rich. Nigga, who you think you lying to? Matter of fact, who you think you flying to? If you came back to the Lord, then maybe you'll see the bullshit we deal with. It ain't really us, cause all we see is struggle. All we know is hustle, that bullshit. And we came up from the mud, but one day we gon' be running shit. We struggle every day, we struggle every night, cause we ain't seeking answers to it. We so lost, we so lost, we so lost. We so lost, we so lost, we so lost. Know that we gon' wake up stronger by what's written. We suffer every day, cause we don't know what's written. The struggles that we live today, they may just be tomorrow. So I'll just live today, cause I don't know tomorrow. I'm waking up, I'm getting stronger and 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 making me hunger and hunger and hunger and hunger. I see my body building up in my wounds started healing.
Hey, shalom, me about you, me shop, bro.
How about you, man?
What's going on with you?
Oh man, nothing much. It's great to see you, sir.
Most High in Christ, good to see you too. I knew you all had a ball in New York, god damn it.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, see you reunited with Zebulon, brother.
Khan of the one Khan. Khan of the
yes,
one Khan.
You can hear me good?
Khan.
There's a
little bit of an echo though. There's a little bit of an echo though.
I figured that much. Bear with me 2 seconds.
It might be a little bit of a delay too.
How about now?
Let's see. I don't hear no echo.
Check.
Can you hear me?
You good to go? Yeah, I can hear you clearly, brother.
Most High in Christ. Then that's what it is.
Hey, shalom, Bashim Yashabakatam to all our brothers, Yashamalatan Bashim Yashai to all our sisters. This is Unplugged from the Matrix. Give the Most High a round of applause. Commander General Yohana, all the generals, captains, the officers. You know what I'm saying? Kaboom. Tabo Wanya Howada, how you doing, brother? Hey, before we jump into anything, we got a couple people in here. We're broadcasting live from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I'm prison officer of 1,000 as I have, and prison officer of 500. My right-hand man on the left, prison officer 500, Tabo Wanya Howada. You don't know the thing already.
Damn right.
Hey, we got James Farrell in the building. Big up yourself, brother. Thank you for joining us on Unplugged from the Matrix. We also got Napash in the building. Michael Brooks, if I have that correct. Who else we got here?
I think I saw my
You're gonna have to pronounce.
I think I saw my guy.
You're gonna have to pronounce that one.
Hold up. I got you. Oh yeah, that's my guy, man. Trooper Yashawam Ya'ala. You know what I'm saying? Me and that brother was rolling real. Yeah, me and that brother was rolling real tight in New York. What's going on? Shalom, how about you? How Shabakata?
Yeah, brother. Martha, how you doing? Shalom, Yashamalatan, Bashmial Shai, reporting from Fort Myers, Florida. Big up yourself, sis. To Water for joining us on Unplugged from the Matrix.
That's right.
We also got Grant Washington. To Water. Officer Yanazar in the building. Yabashushabata. Musa and Christ. I think that's it for now. A lot of all other brothers and sisters gonna be coming in.
Most High in Christ.
And Grant says he's checking in from South Carolina. Big up yourself, brother.
Hey, Most High in Christ.
Not to our people. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
It's been a couple weeks since, you know what I'm saying, my brother and I done the show together.
Right.
You know, one day I was a slave, he had to take the show over, then the other week he was in New York, then I had to take it over, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
We do this shit for real. What are you?
That's right. Damn right. That's it.
Slovakia. Most High in crisis. That's what's up.
Damn right.
Kaboom. Don't know. Hey, Unplugged from the Matrix brought to you by Commander General Yohana. These are School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We got some heavy stories we got to go over today. Officer
Con. All right, Shalom. Yeah, how about you, man? Shot Baraka Thought to all the brothers. Yeah, how Shamal thought about you, man? Shot to all the sisters. Otherwise, it's crazy. No sweat. So, Unplugged from the Matrix podcast. You know what I'm saying? Featuring myself, Officer of 500, Tabawan, and my Ottawa, my brother, Officer of 1,000, Ayaza Ab. Of course, and we know we might be, not really might be, but we will be joined by our favorite special guest shortly. You know what I'm saying? None other, you know what I'm saying, than Captain Yagarwap. You know what I mean? So when he gets in here, you already know it's going to be a hell of a show. All right? So we got a few topics to discuss. So first thing, we're going to talk about some heavy stuff overseas. You know what I mean? And we're not going to deal with things domestically because, you know, the biblical prophecies are being fulfilled, you know what I'm saying, and unraveling all over the planet Earth. You know what I mean? And we're going to bring out the stories, you know what I'm saying, to show and prove this Bible is real. And also, let me remind everybody that this show is brought to you by the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commander General Yohana, who have been teaching the truth about the Bible since 1969, that all blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native Indians are the true Jews according to the Bible. You understand? And so that's what we're going to make sure we stay. We always got to reiterate that on the show. But yes, we're going to go overseas and talk about the conflict in Afghanistan. We're going to talk about what's going on in Afghanistan. Ottawa, I think the Taliban is like they like the president now or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's what they are. Over the country,
right.
2 decades of wasted resources by America. You know what I'm saying? And hundreds of lives, thousands of lives lost through a stupid war. You know what I mean? That really didn't make no sense to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now they still got their country back. Is the Lord.
All in a matter of what, like a month? 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks.
2
Maybe
weeks.
less.
No
said 11 days.
Right. So we're gonna we're of course gonna talk about that and some of the things going on over there in regards to that. Then we're gonna talk about a story still coming out of Texas. We have to continue with this story about some of the in the education system in Texas. They shut down a book that was going to be released. You know what I'm saying? The GOP shut down a book that was going to be released talking about the role of slavery, talking about the role of slavery in the history of America. The GOP has, if I'm not mistaken, completely shut the book down. They are not going to be allowed to teach it. It is not going to be in the curriculum. We're going to get some videos talking about that as well to show just how diabolical this place is and the lengths that they will go through, you understand, to lie to our people. The ISUPK has been teaching the truth since 1969. And every time we've said something, somebody has said, well, how is that? How we know that's true?
Right.
You're lying. You know what I mean? Oh, no, the history books don't say that. Ain't that what they say, Ottawa? They say, well, I didn't read that in history class. I didn't read it the real Jews were black in history class. Well, guess what? Pretty soon in history class, you won't be able to find out that slavery even existed. This is happening right before our eyes. So we're going to talk about that as well. So lock your bear with me. Get the notes. Okay. 1 second. Not this one. I think we got one more video. In addition to that, in conjunction with that, we're going to talk about a video. This video is an older video. Came out a little bit under a year ago. But we're going to dispel 2 myths by talking about this. Akon, your favorite African fly swatting wannabe singer who can't even really sing. His music is trash. He always. Hey, shalom, I don't want you. How about you?
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir. Shalakia.
No,
Your favorite. Get on one.
Get it to work on the laptop, sir.
I'm on my phone.
Okay. Con.
Tawab, sir, you seem like you might be a little bit frozen.
Me?
Con, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
I hear you just fine, out of one.
All right, con.
Right now, I think Officer Ayaz Ab is having a little bit of an issue on his side. I'm sure he'll be back in just a moment. I think he got kicked out. He should be popping back up any second.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Con, sir. Con, you good, out of one?
Yeah, Con, I'm too up.
There we go. Oh, the joint looks even better. Damn, what'd you do?
I didn't. Good question. Bible speaks up.
That's right. Con. So yeah, Get out of one.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
I definitely need to work with my laptop to get in my laptop straight. Because right now I'm on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my phone, but I still see the laptop. I'm on the laptop.
Con.
So we can go with the show, man. No sweat.
Con. So we gonna get it. Con. Now I just wanted to say, that piece of garbage, you know what I'm saying, straight from whatever part of Doodle Land he's from. I'm not sure if it's Ghana or Nigeria, one of them. I don't know. That cat had the audacity. Senegal. Oh my, Senegal. Not that any fly swatting country is better than another, but I'm sure that the particular brand of of cow manure over there and flies, it must be, to them it must be grade A, but no sweat. But he had the audacity a little bit less than a year ago to go on. He's a culture vulture who went on another Edomite culture vulture show, Vlad TV. He went on there and had the audacity to tell black people in America, real black people, so-called Negroes, he had the audacity to tell us that we should forget about slavery.
No, right.
And we're going to run that clip and break down again. We can kill two birds with one stone. We can talk about how America's trying to erase slavery, and we can talk about how these filthy heathens really do not give a damn about us. There's so many ways we can break it down, but we got some other stories as well. Last thing I'll say, I'll let you go ahead and take it over if you want to just start into the first story, whatever you choose, sir. But I did want to talk about, we got two stories. We may not get to both of them. One out of Philadelphia.
Let's get to the story about the brother who got shot with the lighter, because I brought it out last week, and I broke down the video, but we could just brush over it real quick. Con. So we'll talk about that. That's out of California, where a brother was killed by the police. They say they mistook his lighter for a gun. This was back in February, and now, just now, 8 months later, 7 months later, 6 months later, they're now releasing. They released the body cam footage just like 2 weeks ago. They're saying they want to build and maintain trust with the community after they murdered this brother. And last but not least, if we have time, we will get into this story out of Philadelphia, where 3 former police officers are going to be charged for lying under oath in a case that imprisoned a black man wrongly for 25 years. So let's get crazy out of one. So let's go right into in this one right here, man, about the California police.
Boy.
California police mistook a lighter for a gun and fatally shot black man in February. Now the city is releasing body cam footage to build and maintain trust with the community. This is an article again out of the Atlanta Black Star. The Fontana Police Department has released body camera footage of an officer fatally shooting an unarmed 28-year-old black man in February. The release of the footage comes after the city of Fontana, California, agreed to pay $1 million to the family of Devarian DeAndre Kennard, according to the San Bernardino Sun. The footage shows that Kennard was hiding in a portable toilet with a lighter in his hand that officers said they thought was a gun. Kennard's family had previously asked that the footage of the shooting not be released to protect his dignity. Sure. The family recognizes the public and the media's interest in obtaining and viewing the footage, but would appreciate the family's desire that the footage remain private in order to protect the dignity of Devarian. The family and city wrote in a joint statement, the Martinsville Bulletin reported. I don't know if do you have the footage, Ottawa? Do you want to run it?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Khan. In the meantime, I'll read a little bit more. Khan. Police.
Before you start, I just want to ask a question. Are we talking about a normal cigarette lighter?
Khan.
I mean, you know, what size cigarette lighters are brothers carrying these days? Did they get mistaken for guns? I mean, come on,
right.
Man. Come on, man. I mean, what size are they? I mean, come on. Are they the size of Glocks?
Right.
I got a cigarette lighter that looks just like a Glock. I mean, come on, man. Man, that's all I'm saying, man. Just start.
Khan. That's a heavy point, Ottawa. I mean, damn, like, I mean, and it's funny how it shows you just how much the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, because they know exactly what excuse they have to use in order for them to get off. Yeah. What they have to say for people to be able to say, oh, well, that makes sense. Nobody ever comes out and be like, you know what? I didn't think he had a gun. I just was scared. So I shot him. Like, no one ever says that. No one ever just says, you know, I didn't think he had a gun.
Which is the absolute truth. These cops are actually scaredy cats. You know what I'm saying? They have no particular fortitude. You know what I mean? They're scared. You know what I mean? They were bullied in school. They just have a badge now and they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Act like they're tough. You know what I mean? Captain Igara was saying, like, how big is a goddamn lighter, man? You know what I mean? A light. Listen, I have a lighter. I normally like the frankincense thing. I was trying to look for a lighter to show the size of a lighter. You know what I mean? As opposed to a gun. It's ridiculous. Salaka.
Damn right. And if I may, real quick, sir, if I may, what you're saying is so heavy, man. And really, we're unplugging our people from the matrix because, again, if you don't think about it, you might say, well, that makes sense. They thought he had a gun. They were, you know, they didn't want to take the chance and they killed him. But if you just stop and just think about it, you know what I'm saying, for even just a second and think about, so not only you mistook a lighter for a gun, but here's the thing. If there's anybody on earth who should be an expert in what guns look like, it should be a goddamn cop.
Exactly.
A cop should know what a gun looks like more than a regular citizen, more than us. So we shouldn't be saying, well, you know, I can see that. No, a cop is supposed, like, it's like, you know, I don't know any medical utensils, but if I ask a doctor, he should know the difference between a stethoscope and a needle or what have you. This is what he does for a living. Why do these police officers keep not knowing what guns look like? Because they're goddamn lying. Salakia.
That's right.
Good morning, sir.
You're right, brother. Absolutely. I got the video. Let's run the video real quick. Let's show all people the nature, you know what I'm saying, the horrific nature of what happened to our brother. These ads, man, be killing me.
These shirts look crazy. What else?
I don't know.
Suspects scaled 3 walls and ran through backyards. Additional officers responded to help in the search and set up a perimeter.
I saw him on that side.
Officer Johnny Tuatabaki was searching the area when he located the suspect inside a portable restroom on the southwest corner of Justin Street and Heinz Way, about 1,000 feet from the burglarized home. That is when the shooting occurred.
Into this neighborhood on the south side. How many houses east from the corner of Cypress and him and Justin.
Hey! Here's a screenshot from the officer's body-worn camera taken moments after he had opened the door. This screenshot was taken moments later. The man had raised his left hand. His right hand remained out of view. This one was taken moments later. You can see a metallic object in the man's right hand as he rolled it forward towards the officer.
And Salaki, if I may, if we
Hey, bro, wait for me, man.
wait, Salaki, let me pause this. Salaki, if I may, I wanna go back real quick to Salaki, to this slide right here. All right. Can everybody see this?
Sir.
Come on, I can see it.
I don't know if y'all can hear me.
I hear you, sir.
Come on, I hear you. I hear you.
You can't hear us,
I
sir?
don't know what, my internet tripping or something.
Yeah, he got kicked out the live again. I'm sure he'll be back in just a second. He might just be having some issues with his internet. Happens. Sometimes it drops it. But no sweat. Until he gets back, something that I noticed, and that might be actually what he was about to talk about, but something that I noticed. Oh, there he goes. You good, Adawan?
So I don't know what's going on, man. I get kicked out every time. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy.
Come.
Thank you. Salakia. Let me just reshare this because I was trying to show the hand, how the brother's hand was, you know what I'm saying, in that snapshot. Look at the direction of his hand. If that was a gun, then you would not be able to see the front of his hand the way you seen it, because it would be in the trigger, or based on how he had it, you would see something protruding from his hand if it was a gun. There's nothing coming out of his hand. Clearly, in the still shot, you know what I'm saying? The officer opened the door, closed the door, then opened it and shot the brother.
That's right there is crazy. That's the part that killed me.
Salaki. I'm gonna let it go.
Adawan, Cap, you wanted to say something, Cap?
No. I was just listening to what y'all was bringing out. That's heavy, you know, because it's terrible. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen over and over again. The same thing. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. See, I wasn't really Salakia, but I wasn't really like up on this whole story. You know, I just heard bits and pieces of it. You know, so right now I'm really like getting a full view on what really happened. You know, yeah, man.
It's absolutely crazy. Adawan, as you brought out, sir, and they say that they say it in passing like it's not a big deal. The cat closed the door. He opened the door with his left hand because he had a flashlight in his right hand. So his weapon was still holstered. He chased this man on foot, right, as a suspect in a robbery, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was not an armed robbery. There was no indication that this man had a weapon at all. Has a flashlight in one hand, opens the door with his left hand. Opens the door, sees the brother in there. Now, obviously, he's looking for the brother. So it shouldn't shock him that the brother might be in there. I mean, he opened the door for a reason. Opens the door, confirms he's in there. Lets go with his left hand, closes the door, unholsters his weapon, pulls his weapon out, bow, shoots the brother. Now, he closes the door. At that moment, why does he need to shoot this brother? Now, of course, the door is not bulletproof, but the brother's he's sitting there. Even if you close the door and back up, you can say, come out, put your hands up, or you know what I'm saying, you can give him commands because you're still in a better position. You're saying, excuse me, tactically than he is.
Right.
And if he was going to shoot you, I mean, as soon as you open the door, he would have just shot you then, but he didn't. You close the door, you back up, say, come out with your hands up. But they never gave this brother that opportunity, which is what we're trying to get our people to see. You know what I'm saying? If I may, real quick, just to get our people to understand, there is no fairness in this place if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. There is no due process. All of that is a lie. All of that is a myth and a magic trick when it comes to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you are one of God's chosen people, if you're an Israelite, you understand, in this place, you understand, the only thing that's waiting for you, if they have their way, is a bullet.
That's it.
That's it. You
understand?
Please,
Cap, you wanted to add anything, sir?
That's it. That's it. I mean, I'm just like I said. Y'all can go ahead because I'm just listening to the story. I mean, you know, and it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy because it's the same thing over and over again. It's the same thing over and over again. Like on the story, I said it before. On the story, I wasn't too like up to par on the story. You know, like I'm just really like getting the full gist of the whole story right now. You know, and this is, man.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Just to give a little backdrop on the story, what happened was this brother, he removed a screen from somebody's residence. He went in there. I don't know what he was looking for and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We don't advocate for our brothers being criminals and doing any manner of evil. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Now, what aches me is that the brother went into the building. He didn't steal anything. He was just probably looking around, because there's other footage that I brought up last week that indicates that he did not take anything, right? Now, the cop came to the door. He saw the screen was removed, and they yelled, anybody in there, anybody in there? And the brother came out and saw the police, and he bailed. He ran. That's when they pursued him. Now, the thing is, what needs to be taken out of this is Dylan Storm went into a church in South Carolina and murdered 9 people. And they didn't rush in there to shoot him.
Okay.
They gracefully took him, brought him to Burger King, and then to prison or jail, wherever. But this brother running because he knew inevitably if he get caught, he's going to die, which is what inevitably happened. You know what I mean? There's no due process, as Taba once said. You know, they just hunt our steps. That's according to Lamentations 4:18. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that the brother is right for you know what I'm saying, going inside of somebody's house and doing these things. We don't want none of our brothers to be criminals and thieves and murderers and all of these things. We don't. But because of the hellish conditions that we live inside of this place, this huge slave plantation, you know what I mean? Sometimes we have to try our best to survive and do things.
Right.
You know what I mean? We are forced to put in certain positions to try and fend for ourselves. Again, we are not advocating for any brother being a burglar or murderer or rapist or none of that.
Damn right.
But when a demographic of people have been placed underfoot for so long, and first last hired and first fired, we expect our brothers to deviate from, you know what I'm saying, the righteous order that has been set for us. But the brother didn't need to die for that, man.
That's it.
That's it right there.
And Salaki, if I could, you know, the funny thing about it, I mean, the crazy thing about dealing with the cops You know, and then with the oppressor, it's they're in the mindset of just like our lives don't mean nothing. So what happens is they be like they could see like even if his argument is I didn't know if he had a gun or not. His mindset is I will kill you and then find out everything whether he have a gun or not later. Because
Right.
it really don't matter. You know, I'm not gonna take the chances of you killing me or you even hurting me or doing anything to me. I'm not gonna take those chances. I'm just gonna kill you and we'll find out everything else later.
Right.
You know, so our lives don't mean nothing, you know, and it's
right.
like I mean worse than a dog.
That's right.
You know, so it's just like that mindset is just we're not even human. Their mindset is like, oh well, I'll shoot first. I will blow his head off first, and then I found out whether he had a lighter or a gun later.
Damn right.
And then if he had a lighter, oh oops, my mistake.
Damn right.
You know,
Right.
I don't feel they don't feel nothing about it. You know, that's the way their mindset is.
Come.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's right. You know, I was just saying, I was agreeing with you that you're right. That's it. Because you know, in traffic, if a little poodle or a little puppy crossing the road, everybody gonna stop, don't kill the puppy. But try to cross the road as a human being, as if you ain't gonna get run over. They're gonna charge you with jaywalking. I mean, like some foolishness. We have value. Our life has no value in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Unless we apply value to our own life by keeping the
That's right.
So
Damn right. Salaki Adawan. If I may, I know we don't have it in the queue, but I wish we could queue up the video of Dylan Storm Roof actually being arrested. Because not only did he get peacefully arrested, he got arrested while he was sitting in his car.
Yeah.
So he could have had it was his car. He could have, and guess what? And when they arrested him, they knew he was a suspect in a murder that had taken place. They knew that he was a suspect in a murder that had just taken place. But somehow, magically, they peacefully and successfully got to his car, pointed their weapons at him, and told him to get out without any problems. We did a story. Actually, we didn't do it on this show, but I had sent in the story to Commander General Yohana, but maybe a month, 2 months back, that they talked about, I think, on Black Watch, where two little oppressors, two little devils, had a shootout with the police. I mean, an actual shootout at a house, and they shot at the police. And the police, you can hear one of them say on like the mic, you hear one of them say, "Hey man, let's make sure we do whatever we have to do not to kill these kids. Let's not kill these kids." Like their mentality, like the Ottawa said, the water cap, their mentality when they deal with each other is, no, this is a human being. I better do everything in my power to make sure I keep them alive. But when it's a black man or a black woman, it's just collateral damage. And it just harkens back here in America. It's like, if I may, this harkens back in America as a slave, you're always expendable. Ain't no damn devil cop about to die for you. He's not going to risk his life, potentially maybe forget dying, even injured for you.
That's right.
You understand? And that's the difference when it comes to us here in America. So our people need to wake up, you know what I'm saying, and realize that everything that they think about due process and you know, all men are created equal and constitutions and citizenship, all that crap is garbage, man. All that crap is garbage. The only safe haven for black people, Hispanics, Native Indians is the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana Salaki.
That's it. That's it.
Been less than a week since Pinckney.
Yeah, Salaki, I got the video that you asked for, brother. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Come on. Yeah, let's see how smoothly this devil who had just murdered 9 innocent people, how smoothly he got picked up.
and 8 others were killed during that Bible study at the historic Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. We've just seen the first video of the suspect's arrest, and Jeff Pegues has that.
The police radio call went out in Shelby, North Carolina, just after 10 a.m.
Black Hyundai, white male traveling westbound. Advised the suspect looks like the subject they're talking about on the news from that Charleston shooting.
Florist Debbie Dills was driving to work when she recognized the black Hyundai from this wanted poster. She called her boss, Todd Frady, who called police.
Okay. She said he's at Charles Road, headed towards Ingalls.
Okay. I've got some officers out there where Ingalls is.
A few minutes later, police pulled over the black Hyundai and with guns drawn approached the car. Police say they ordered the driver to put his hands on the wheel and he complied. The man, who identified himself as Dylan Roof, came out of the car. Police frisked him and handcuffed him. Roof was wearing boots with his pants legs rolled up, was led to a police cruiser where he was searched again and put in the back seat. Officers then opened the trunk. The dispatcher put out a call saying they had found Roof.
County, we just stopped the vehicle out near Plato Lee Road, confirmed it is a suspect from the Charleston shooting.
Seconds later, the arresting officers celebrated. The manhunt was over, and Roof was on his way to jail. When police searched that car, they found a gun underneath in the back seat. That was the Glock 41, believed to be the murder weapon.
All right, Mr. Jake.
Now, how? Why didn't anybody just say to themselves,
open fire? No, why didn't anybody just open fire? That's him. He murdered 9 people. Let's just blaze the car because,
Right.
Why?
Right.
9 people just died. He just murdered people. You know what I'm saying? Murdered, not robbed their house or broken into the house. Nothing. He murdered 9 people. And you listen to the dispatchers, they're talking so calmly. Oh, well, we have cops over there. We have cops over here. We'll pursue him, whatever. You heard how vigorously and how aggressively that cop in the last video. He's over there. He's over there. He's coming up. Because we're slaves in America, man. Whether you want to believe it or not.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This system is not for us. This is not ORS. To become comfortable, listen. To order for that type of one, because I pull that video up and I'm telling you, like, at the end of the day, a lot of people forgot about Dylan Storm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He murdered 9 black people and he got escorted to prison without a scratch.
Oh, Salaki,
brother went in. Go ahead.
If I may, Salaki, sir, but like you said, before he got escorted to prison, he was taking to Burger King and they bought him a burger.
That's right.
How can I forget?
That's right. You got a Whopper with cheese.
We have
Whopper with cheese. Yep.
We got to feed this murderer. We got to feed him before we take him in. Probably hungry after all that killing.
Yeah. I mean, that story is forever going to be. I am never going to stop talking about that. It'll never happen until Christ comes back with 200 million black angels and destroys this place. I am going to talk about how Dylan Storm Roof, how they showed those cops and said, oh, they celebrated when they caught him, and they were so proud to catch him. Those same cops took him to Burger King. They sympathized with him knowing he just murdered people.
Exactly.
These people are so stupid. Salaki, yeah, we can get over. If you all don't have anything else to say about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit and feel too nice about it. I don't know. Something's going on in because my AC don't seem to be working, and my it's cutting out. The oppressor is definitely the devil's bum.
That's right. That's right.
You want to get that the Joe. You sent me. I don't want the Joe Biden speech. You have video for that?
Yeah, I got a Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe.
No. Man.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe is one type of character. I've never seen that type of character in my life, man.
Yo, he has dementia, I think. Like, it's pretty much like, you know, it's not confirmed, but if this dude doesn't have dementia, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
He has dementia?
Yeah.
Well, no, better him than me.
Yeah, so something is not right.
Yeah, something not right. Yeah. And he thinks he's Dirty Harry. He thinks he's Dirty Harry. You know, he got that Clint Eastwood demeanor about him. You know, but any second he goes like, "Go ahead on, punk, make my day." You know, he's going to say it, man. I'm looking for him to say it, man.
Go.
You know, you got the little squinty, beady eyes, just like Clint Eastwood. You know, anything he's going to say it. Come on, punk, make my day.
Oh snap!
Damn
that
right,
is
bro.
Hilarious.
Give Mouth a hand.
Oh snap!
Kathy Haywood just joined us. Water for joining us on Unplugged from the Matrix. Sleepy Dirty Harry Joe.
Oh man. Do you feel lucky? Julia? Oh man. Yo, I'm never letting that one go. From now on.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm holding on to that one forever.
That ain't Sleepy Joe, that's Dirty Harry.
Right. All right. So we got this story going all the way to Afghanistan, and let's jump into it real quick. And we're gonna go. If Tabawan, if you want to, you know what I mean, just let me know. But we already here, so let's deal with Afghanistan.
Yeah, we go to Afghanistan because this is Sleepy Joe still.
Yeah,
this is Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, this is still Sleepy Joe. Go ahead.
And Salaki Akim, it's so heavy what's going on to black people. It's so heavy what's going on with Israel. What's happening in Afghanistan right now. We getting ready to see a replay of what we already seen with the Chinese, with the Ethiopians. We getting ready to see a replay of what we already seen. You know, I had a post on my Facebook page about this, what's going on, what's really going on, and it's a shame that black people, we don't see it. You know, it's the same thing being done, what they did with the Chinese, with all the Arabs and all the Ethiopians. It's the same thing. They're being brung to America to rule over us. They not gonna look. Just out in Oklahoma, 100 one of the top officials was saying we're welcoming the Afghans in. They got all these Afghans coming to Edmond, Oklahoma. Edmond, Oklahoma is an upscale community. You know, so they said get apartments, got 100 Afghans coming in. They're gonna have apartments set up for them. They're gonna have jobs for them. You know, and everything. And then, like I said, what's coming next? It's all the government business loans. They're going to give them just like they did the Chinese, just like they did the Ethiopians. Give them business loans, not to open up business in Edmond, but to open up businesses in the black and Hispanic communities. You know, open up all the fried chicken joints, open up all the clubs, open up all the things that the blacks and Hispanics like, and they will open up and they will rule over us. And then they will tell us to hurry up and buy and get the hell out of my store. And all the rude things they do to us right now, the Chinese and Ethiopians do to us, the Afghans going to be doing to us. I mean, it's coming. It's set up for them. You know,
Khan, if I may, sir, what you saying is so. Oh, sorry, I got one, please. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done. Go ahead.
Khan. So what you saying is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? I just got back. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for Commanding General Yohana in the ISUPK. I just got back. You know what I'm saying? From New York for the cookout. I saw you. You know what I'm saying? Up there, Ottawa at the cookout, looking real glorious. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit up Ottawa, Captain your Garwap for the garments, headpieces, and all that. He had them out there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more on the poor side, so I couldn't buy nothing, but it's no sweat. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? And I know Cap, you from DC, correct?
Cap,
you from DC, so there you got a bunch of different races in DC as well. And Ottawa, Oversize Zaab, you from the islands, and you know they being taken over by the heathens. You know what I'm saying? And if you read the articles like the Ottawa just said, they're bringing these Afghans over. They're bringing them to Texas. They're bringing them to Oklahoma. I got an article right here that talks about how they're bringing hundreds of them right down the road from myself and not too far from Officer Zaab in North Carolina, where we currently reside. And I'm from New York, and I'm from Queens, where it's all heathens. It's just heathen on top of heathens everywhere, controlling everything. And when you go to Harlem, Harlem used to be the center of Black culture. It used to be a haven for Black people to live and celebrate and just, and just be Black. You know what I'm saying? After having been pushed from different areas, Harlem was ours. And now it is an absolute travesty to see what's going on. So if you look at places like Harlem, if you look at the gentrification that's happened in Washington, D.C., you look at the Chinese taking over in the Caribbean. This is the same thing that's setting up right now, like the Ottawa just said. They're going to get business loans, and now they're going to open a Kennedy Fried Chicken and a Crown Fried Chicken in your neighborhood. They don't eat fried chicken. Arabs do not eat that. Like, that's not their food. They eat it sometimes, but that's not something that if you go to Dubai right now, you will not find a bunch of Arabs or East Indians eating fried chicken. The reason why they run a fried chicken joint is because you like fried chicken. You understand? The so-called Chinese man, he doesn't eat fried chicken and fried rice and duck sauce and lo mein. He doesn't eat that. The only reason why he makes it is because you eat it. So all of these Afghanis are going to, like the other one said, they're just going to do the same thing they've been doing in every major city and small town throughout America. They're coming to a neighborhood near you, and guess what? They're going to set up shop, and they're going to continue to make money off of you. Why? Because you are a cash cow to them, and they know that. So to see this happen, I don't want, like the captain said, it's just here we go again. The same thing.
That's it.
Con.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's so to up. You know what I'm saying? What you're bringing out, and the sister, I hope she's a sister, Kathy. Hear what you said, but don't they understand this wild man who don't mind taking themselves out and the people around them? Now that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's the hand.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. And guess what? And for that, so go ahead.
If I could, they look. I'm so glad that the Most High is running things. The Most High is on top of things, because look, the oppressor thinks he's got everything figured out. The way he's going to keep these heathens with their foot on our neck. But the Most High got it all planned out, because they don't know that the Taliban is coming to the hood.
That's right.
The Taliban is coming to. He's coming to Edmond, Oklahoma, and he's going to be blowing up everything. He's going to be blowing up everything because, wow, like the brother just said, he's a wild man. you try to control the wild man that God sent to be wild. You know,
right?
The oppressor thinks that he got everything planned out. He's going to do the same thing he's been doing to us with the Chinese, with the Ethiopians, with the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Now he's going to bring the Afghanis in, and they're going to do the same thing. That was its plan. You know what I'm saying? But Most High got another thing planned for it. You know what I'm saying? The Most High has salvation for the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and that's what they don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Damn right.
Damn right. Salakia, the sister hit the nail on the head. I got this scripture right here. If I may,
I can read it, sir.
This Genesis 16, and you start at like 10. Baba Kasha.
Other one, sir. There might be a little bit of a delay on your end, other one. I'm not sure.
All right, what I'm going to I'm going to refresh.
Come on, sir. Whenever you're ready, though. So when he comes back in, I'm gonna go ahead and read the Book of Genesis, chapter 16 for Adawan.
Yeah.
Most High in Christ. That's heavy. What the sister said is so heavy, man. I appreciate the sister saying that, man, because how the hell do they know that this ain't like a tactic? See, ain't the Arabs and Afghanis supposed to be like their enemies? Like, aren't they enemies of America?
Exactly.
Right.
How do you know that these are not sleeper agents that they made it seem like?
Yeah. God.
Meanwhile, a nigga with a lighter in a goddamn porta potty is dead.
Right. Get shot because, oh my God, oops, I thought it was a gun.
God.
But don't straight worry. Up
Allah Akbar coming to your neighborhood.
Right.
That's it.
So
I got the scripture, sir.
That's the Most High. Yeah, go ahead.
Start at verse 1, other one.
Genesis 16 and start 10.
Count the book of Genesis, chapter 16 and verse 10. And the angel of the Most High said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. Verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name.
Now this is Hagar, right? I was saying this is I have a serious delay, brother. I don't know what the hell is going on here. But yeah, Salakis, if I may, this is talking about Hagar, Abram's Sarah's handmaid, which was given to Abram so that she could have a kid, because Sarah couldn't have children and stuff. I mean, I know we know this in the UPK, but for edification purposes of our brothers and sisters, I mean, that's the backdrop. The angel spoke to her and all that and said she's going to have a child. Read verse 11 again, brother.
Come on. The book of Genesis, chapter 16 and verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction.
Keep going.
Verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
Wait, slow down. The Arab will be a what?
A wild man.
That's right.
The Taliban will be a what?
A wild man.
What was Muhammad Salakia will be a what?
And he will be a wild man.
Listen. In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, when you see the priest of the Lord doing the work, shut your mouth.
That's
because we know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? We're not putting this stuff out or beep. You know what I'm saying? This is in the scriptures. Ishmael is the Arab. Ishmael is the Afghanis. That's who they are according to the Bible. And read verse 12 one more time, Baba Kasha, brother. Just read the first portion of it. So our people can get unplugged from the matrix. Because when that chicken can open up in our community, because the Afghans coming over, you know what's going to happen? They're going to have rocket launchers, bombs, they're going to have RPGs, they're going to have all kind of things in there. So when they're ready to do what they're doing, that wild man is going to go wild.
That's right.
Read it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 16 and verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
Yeah, man. The Arabs
his hand
be wild, man.
Go
ahead. Keep reading, bro.
His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
Yeah, man, he's going to be amongst Esau. He's going to be amongst Jacob. He's going to be amongst, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. And it's 9/11 all over again. And, you know what I'm saying? Just name it.
And Salakia.
Khan.
He's on the plane right now to America. He's on a plane right now to America. He's coming right through your hood. You know what I'm saying? He's coming, man. You know what I'm saying? But and the thing is, he's coming for the oppressor. He's coming to destroy the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna come to destroy a Negro down in the ghetto. He coming to destroy the oppressor because that's who he has. That's who the Most High have him against. The Most High is sparing this whole pot of stew. You know what I'm saying? He threw all the evil ingredients in, and he's going to stand and he's making it. The Most High got it doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So while they think they have a plan for us, the Most High got a plan for him.
That's
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing to know. You know, and this is what we know in ICPK. You know what I'm saying? We know because we have the breakdowns. We have the breakdowns in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We got the prophecies. Come on, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. Because the oppressor thinks he has his game. He thinks his game tuned up to 100. He thinks he's going to go spit his game on and spread his evilness all around. But the Most High got it.
Right.
The Most High got it. And this is what we try to get our people to wake up from. Wake up out of it, come out of the matrix, because you know this place is an illusion.
That's right.
It's an illusion. You know, you think you see everything, prosperity and beauty and everything. No, it's the Most High is getting ready to tear this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Another one, cons. That's 12. I got the video, if I may.
Begins our coverage.
Ambulances rush through the streets to collect the wounded. Bodies are lifted onto stretchers. The two attacks by suicide bombers happened close to the Abbey Gate entrance of the airport near the Baron Hotel.
There was a sudden explosion. We climbed out and saw that there were many people affected. People were hurled everywhere. Their brains were scattered. There were also foreign forces who were falling. I saw at least 400 or 500 people there. The explosion was really...
Hey, Salakia, my beloved brothers. You all heard that? Suicide bombers and brains scattered all over. If that is not the description of the so-called Arab based on the scripture that we just read and what the sister said, let me pull up what the sister said. You know what I'm saying? She said this. Tabon, you know, I have a problem reading English, bro. Come on.
I got you, Adwan. The sister said, but they don't really understand this wild man who don't mind taking himself. This wild man.
And what does the scripture say about this same person? He's a what?
A wild man.
Right.
Who don't mind taking themselves out.
Brother,
and the people around them. In due time, we will see.
There you go. we just saw a news clipping. He took everybody on around him. Hey, Barakata Yahweh. That make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Because while you're killing our brother in a party, how you call it, the portable toilet, you know what I'm saying? With the lighter in his the Lord is, as you said, kept fixing everything and molding it nicely to come your way so your judgment, I'm saying, can be established. You know what I mean? This is beautiful. I'm gonna have a drink. Let me pour me a drink. So pour me a drink.
And I'm
gonna keep going. Come on, Tabawan. Salaki,
you know, I just wanted to say real quick, you know, the beautiful thing about it that we've been teaching since 1969 that the so-called Arabs were Ishmaelites. This is common knowledge, actually. Just want to point out, you can Google that. Like that's the good thing about that is that Arabs don't deny that. Arabs believe that they're the Ishmaelites.
Yeah, they know
that. They know it. And we read the scripture that says they are the wild man. I got a little piece here from Wikipedia. I'm not going to go into detail on it. I'll just read it. But this is on the history of the Arabs. And it says, according to Arab Islamic Jewish traditions, Ishmael was the father of the Arabs, to be the ancestor of the Ishmaelites. You understand? So Arabs themselves know that they're Ishmael. And the Bible tells you What? Tells you that they're going to be a wild man, and it tells you that they're not God's chosen people.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Two out of for that one. Two out of that. Yeah, most high Christ. Thank you for unplugging all people from the Matrix. You know what I mean?
That's it.
It's a lot.
That's right. That's right.
God. If I may, we could continue, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Powerful. Half were hurled into the water, others on the ground outside. We carried the wounded here on stretchers, and here, my clothes are completely bloodied.
The Baron Hotel is controlled by the UK and NATO forces. It is one of the places where tens of thousands of Afghans have been gathering after the Taliban took control of Kabul on August the 15th. They've been going there to have their papers processed before being evacuated out of the country. Western governments and security experts in Kabul had been warning about potential attacks around the airport for days. The Taliban told Al Jazeera it had intelligence about potential car bombs in the area and also warned people to stay away. An increased...
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, let's go to Sleepy Joe real quick. I got let me see the cue point. Yeah, right here. Yeah, let's go to Sleepy Joe. You kind of don't kind.
More from the White House on U.S. President Joe Biden's response to the attacks.
Yeah, let's hear what's going on.
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened.
Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military, Joe Biden, holding a moment of silence for the Americans killed in Thursday's bombings in Kabul, the deadliest day.
Hey, first of all, Salakia, if I may, Baba Kasha, anybody want to say anything before I go in on this?
Yes, no, go ahead. Go ahead and knock it out.
All right. All right. So we have a moment of silence for the dead, whether it be of Israel or whether it be, you know what I'm saying, which majority of them are, you know what I'm saying, devils anyway, who died. Who gives a fuck, Salakia? No, I'm like who cares? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't nobody remembering what has happened to us. This is why the story that we're gonna bring after this about slavery is so very important. It will segue right into the whole understanding of why we're trying to unplug our people from the matrix. So we're gonna have to have a moment of silence for troops that went into somebody else's land, tried to take over their government and rule over them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Implement your rules, your regulations, your policies. Now these people decide they want to take their place back after 20-something years, over $89 billion spent. You know what I mean? Hundreds of lives. I'm supposed to feel some type of way because, you know what I'm saying, 13 people got killed by the Taliban. Give me Baruch chapter 3 and verse 4. Come. Chapter 3 and verse 4. So like I don't want you wanted to touch on anything before I slam them with this in the great place.
Hey, wait, one thing.
Oh, sir, go ahead, sir.
But let it just and it's heavy what you're saying. And before you crush them, I want you to put in their minds and just think. If so many Americans got to get out of Afghanistan, what the hell do you think they were doing there in the first place? They were feeding off the Afghanistan people, getting billions of dollars. You got a white lady in Rockville, Maryland, crying to my husband. He's a contractor in Afghanistan. He was a contractor for $1 billion company making billions of dollars in Afghanistan. Right. These people are making so much money. Now they got to get out because the Taliban is taking over. Oh, we feel sorry. We got to get our American people out of there. Those bastards have been making billions of dollars in Afghanistan.
Right.
Of who knows what? Everything. Everything you can think of. Gold, diamonds, oil, everything. They've been making money off of it. And now what then the Taliban comes back in. Now they killing people. Oh, now we got to run. Now we got to get our American people out. What the hell are all that many thousands of Americans been doing in Afghanistan?
Right.
They've been making
Over
millions of dollars. I mean, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But this is the evil. We got to understand we're dealing with the most subtle beasts of the field.
That's right.
And he's looking on. Now we're supposed to feel sorry for all the Americans, all that's stuck in Afghanistan. They're making billions of dollars. I mean, come on, all those contractors on there over there doing what? Stealing money from the Afghanistan people. All the resources they get on pouring all this money out of Afghanistan back into America. And look, let's not forget, they also pouring drugs back into America. Because of all the poppy seeds, all the crack cocaine, all that, the heroin, all of the opioids, everything is coming out of Afghanistan going into America.
That's
the drug trade is live and kicking in America. In Afghanistan. And these dirty bastards know it. And they've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead, brother.
Damn.
Most High Christ. Yeah, I see the Spirit of the Lord, you know what I mean, in everybody because of this type of thing going on. And mind you, right? I'm not talking to my brothers because we already know this. Mind you, Israel, we have to take heed to these things. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way that what Cap just said is the same way they would go into Haiti and strip them of their resources. The same way they would go into Jamaica and strip them of their bauxite. The same way they would go all the way down to Venezuela right now and try and take all the oil and do all of these things. The same thing they did in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? So if you have that scripture for me, Brother Baba Kushak, give that to me. Because, you know what I mean, Sleepy Joe wants us to have a moment of silence for you know what I mean, the people who died over in Afghanistan, you know what I mean, raping and robbing Afghanistan and the Afghanistani people, you know what I'm saying, of their resources and everything. But guess who we as Israelites, we as the Lord's chosen people, guess who we gonna worry about? Read the scripture, Baba Kushak.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel.
Thou power of who?
Israel.
Of who?
Israel.
This is talking. The Most High has one people. That's the niggers, spicks and wetbacks inside of America. I'll just put it flat out for everybody to understand. We're not sugarcoating it. Because if I have to unplug you, if Taba one have to unplug, Selak, let me say that again. If Cap have to unplug you, if I have to unplug you, and Taba one has to unplug you, we have to tell it to you as plain and flat for a 5-year-old to be able to understand. The niggas, wetbacks inside of America are the Lord's chosen people. And he said what?
O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now
thou God of, thou God of Israel, thou God of the poor people in the ghetto, in the hood, in the projects, in the barrios. You hear that? He ain't talking about no Afghani or no rich white man or woman or whichever nation you come from, who went into another man's land to rape him of his resources. He ain't talking about that. Keep going, Taba.
Come. Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Wait, you know the prayers of the who?
The dead Israelites.
Trayvon Martin.
Dead Israelites.
Eric Garner.
Dead Israelites.
Mike Brown.
Dead Israelites.
Lando Castile.
Dead Israelites.
Back from John. Timir Rice.
Dead Israelites.
99 million of our brothers and sisters who died during the transatlantic slave
thou God of Israel,
trade.
Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Let me refresh. So
Con, no sweat. I don't want to refresh. He'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna read it from the top. And I don't want, if you want to interject at any time, please do, sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of the children which have sinned before thee, and not hearkened unto the voice of thee, their power.
Nice. Now listen to this. So like I don't want you want to say something, sir?
Now go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and hit it. No sweat.
Now listen to what, sir. Now listen to this. Hear the prayers of the dead Israelites, man. The brothers and sisters have been murdered. The brother who just got murdered in January or February, you know what I'm saying? They just shot him because they thought he had a gun and he had a lighter in his hand. My moment of silence is for him.
That's right. That's right.
I don't care nothing about your troops and all of that stuff you're talking about, Sleepy. You know what I'm saying? And this is the mindset that our people need to be in. Yes, we have to get a piece of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, General Mahyman always says this. You know, you can't be in this kingdom and not try to get a piece of the kingdom so you could deal with your people. You know what I mean? But guess what? I'm not going to worry about no, you know what I'm saying, devil dying in Afghanistan because saying the wild man decided to blow him up. What you doing there in the first place? The ozone layer mad at you, man. The birds and the bees and the fishes and everything mad at you.
That's right.
All nations mad at you. They're just complying because you're the most powerful for now. For now. You're the prayers of the dead Israelites, man. Our ancestors who died. You know what I mean? All the prophets before us. Our King Yahushai. Every last one of them, man. They are the ones I'm giving the moment of silence for. All right, you know what, Sleepy Joe? I agree with you. We have to do the moment of let's have a moment of silence for Bafram John.
That's right. That's right.
How about George Floyd? So we're not having them. Let's have a moment of silence for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. You know what I mean? Tamir Rice.
Right.
Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, Philando Castile, and all our brothers you broke by the quote unquote breaking the buck.
That's
and then
right.
they committed suicide because they couldn't handle the emasculation that you put on them in front of their whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where our mind need to be. Israel. Not dancing up and down in a goddamn church, learning nothing. Salaki, I'm off of it. Let me go back to Sleepy Joe, if I may. If anybody,
if I may, Ottawa.
Come on, Tawa.
I don't know if you want to get some more Sleepy Joe first, but I just wanted to bring out something that I find quite hilarious.
Come on.
I brought it up in my class right before I went to New York. Speaking of Afghanistan, you know, we mentioned that this war and what just took place basically is like 20 plus years of fighting, just kind of like for nothing, for absolutely nothing.
Right. I agree.
Now, I'm not going to give a moment of silence for this person. But I would like to point out how much America is hilarious. And I want to remind everybody of a certain former NFL player named Pat Tillman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pat Tillman was a devil who was in the NFL.
Hey, Salakia, brother, before you continue, I just want to make a correction. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, you know what I'm saying? Kazakwana.
Kazakwana.
Kwana. You need to help me, bro. You know the thing already. Slovakia. This is our captain, or beloved captain's rib. You know what I'm saying? I was saying using the other name, Slovakia, sis. Please don't take me to council. To water.
Shalom, how would Jamal thought about your mail shot? Slovakia, Most High in Christ. So no, I just find it hilarious. We don't gotta go into detail, but Pat Tillman was an NFL player, a devil, who left the NFL after 9/11.
What's going on with me, man? Wow.
Everything swap? No sweat. A devil who left the NFL.
God.
After the 9/11 attacks, he joined the Marines or the Army in either 2001 or early 2002.
That's right.
Right after 9/11. He went to go fight in Afghanistan against Al-Qaeda, against the Taliban. And that devil got shot in the back of his head, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, God.
And killed in Afghanistan. Army Special Forces, Most High in Christ, the water. Here's the funny part. He got shot in the back of the head by friendly fire.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, let's give a hand clap to the American.
I remember that happened, yeah. I remember that happened. That was so heavy. They were saying he was such a patriot.
Yeah, such a hero.
You know, and he going over there and his own men shot him. And it was such a big conspiracy about the whole thing because it was like they had an evil vendetta against him. So it wasn't like, they thought he was the Taliban and they shot him. It was like, oh yeah, let's go kill this dude. By his own men. America. You know? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man.
He Pat Tillman died in let me get this right. He died in Spira Coast Province in Afghanistan in 2004. So now, 16 years later, what's the point? He shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Right. Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's that's why I feel for my people. I feel for our people that send their kids and they go to the armed services. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, that's the mark of the beast, man. Because you're defending an evil place that the Most High is destroying.
Damn right.
I mean, you are defending. I mean, come on, man. It's scary. It's scary when you see our people. When you see, and then like a lot of times you see so many. Like one time, like when I think when one of those wars first started, and it was like the paper had all they had so many thousands of pictures of the brother of the people that died, the officers that died in the service, right? And what was so crazy about it was so many, it was like a whole, like half a platoon of Hispanic brothers. And they were just saying that, and then I was reading how they got killed. They had how they got killed, what they were doing. And they said when they walked up, they said it was a bunch of, this was in Iraq. They said it was a bunch of Iraqis trying to surrender, so-called trying to surrender. And when they walked up to it, so these Hispanic brothers, they walked up to him and tried to help them. And the bomb went off. You know, they were suicide bombers and blew them up and killed about 20 Hispanic brothers, all in one swoop. And I feel bad for my people, for those brothers, because like we going over there, we don't know why the hell we over there.
That's right.
And we going over there dying for a country that hates us.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? That hates us. A country that want to put up a wall to keep us from coming in. And we going dying like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's terrible what's being done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And like I say, I feel for them, the ones that go over there and defend it. Oh, it's America. I'm going to defend them. You know, America doesn't even love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And sisters, you know, because we saw what happened to the sister that went over there. You know what I'm saying? Them that raped and killed her. You know, it's terrible, man. What we go through trying to love a country that doesn't love us.
Damn right.
Right.
You know,
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Hey, Adawan, I know you want to get back to Sleepy Joe. I just want to say, if I can I say one thing real quick?
Come on, brother.
I don't know. What Cap just said is just so heavy and so real. And again, this is unplugging our people from the matrix. Again, the water to you, Adawan, Office of 1,000 Azab. The water to you for coming up with that. Just a profound title of this podcast and creating this platform. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a perfect, damn right, town concert. That is a perfect expression for this. Our people, I have my mother, my birth mother, she got married about, I want to say 2 years ago, yes, like 2 years ago, something like that, somewhere around that vicinity, 2, 1.5, something like that. So now, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little bit over 30 now, but you know, at the time I think I had just turned 30, and now I have a brother-in-law, right? Or no, a stepbrother. I don't even know what you call it. I think a stepbrother.
That's right.
And he's a young brother. He's a young brother, either like, I think in his late teens. He might be 18 years old. He's no older than 19. He's about to go into the military, the Navy, because my mother's husband, you know what I'm saying, is a military dude. My mother also comes from a military family. And it's amazing to me that this young man does not know. He doesn't, like, we think they teach us what? Oh, go into the military. They're going to pay for you to go to college. Go into the military. You're going to get great benefits. Go into the Marines. Go into the Special Forces. Go into the Navy. Go into the Air Force. You're going to get this benefit and this resource and this and that. And you can take these courses and you can learn a trade and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, they don't realize, what are they fighting for, man? They're fighting for homosexuality. They're fighting for transgenders. Guess what? They're also fighting for pedophilia. But nobody says that. A brother told me a story about how some of these cats in the military, when they go over to Afghanistan, now remember, in Afghanistan and in the Middle East, these are Arabs. They're mostly Muslims. They believe in Muhammad. Muhammad was married to a 9-year-old? Am I wrong? Is it 9 or 10? Somewhere around there. Muhammad, their prophet, is in the Quran on paper married to a 9-year-old. So guess what? To them, you can have sex with 10 and 11-year-olds. You can have sex with little girls.
Right.
And they told, and a brother told me he read about how American troops who go over there and fight for the Afghanis are taught that if they see somebody having sex with a child, turn a blind eye. Don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. Why? Because they're not over there fighting for morals. They're fighting for oil. They're fighting for gold. They're fighting for heroin. That's what they're fighting for. So like the Ottawa says, such a heavy point, man. If you watch and you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian and you think about joining this devil's military, don't join the devil's military. Don't join his Navy or his Air Force, his Special Forces, his Army, or any of that. Join the ISUPK under Command of General Yohana.
That's right.
Join the real army for your people. Salakia, I just had to point that out.
That's right.
Khan. I wanna hear what what's his name? Sleepy,
Dirty Harry.
Sleepy Dirty Harry. Joe.
we done gave him another name up here.
Right. What's that the water, sir? The water one.
For the U.S. military in more than a decade. But despite the deaths, Biden says the evacuation and the withdrawal will continue until August 31st.
We will not be deterred by terrorists. We will not let them stop our mission. We will continue the evacuation.
This despite at least 13 U.S. service members killed on Thursday and at least 18 more injured. Dozens of Afghan civilians have also been killed or hurt by the blasts outside the Kabul airport, at its Abbey Gate, and the nearby Baron Hotel. The U.S. is blaming the group ISIL-K, a rival of the Taliban, for the attacks.
Yeah, the wild man.
We thought this would happen sooner or later. It's tragic that it happened today.
The U.S. says its mission to evacuate all those wishing to leave Afghanistan will not change. The president says the United States will retaliate against those responsible for Thursday's blasts.
We will not forgive.
Uh-oh.
Not forget.
Hold on.
Those responsible for Thursday's blast.
Dirty Harry.
Forgive. We will not forget.
Look at that. Look at the face.
Hold up. I don't want. I gotta get it. Hold up. I gotta get him.
What? Hey, what's Dirty Harry famous quote? Come on, help me out, brothers.
He had a few.
Make my day.
Make my. He said.
Look at the face.
Do you feel lucky? Well,
right.
Julia.
I forgot about that.
Can I send my screen? There you go.
Hey, Moses. Hey, Slovakia. Yeah, Sleepy Dirty Harry Joe.
Make my day.
Yeah, that's his name from now. Don't worry, the Taliban will make your day, bro. Okay. It's like, but if I may, Babu Shah. So he said, let me play it again. I want him to say it so everybody can hear.
Responsible for Thursday's blasts.
We will not forgive. We will not forget. We will hunt you down and make you pay.
Salakia. Now you see this? That's him. Every time I see the picture, bro,
we'll hunt you down.
He's the president of the United States, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, I listen, Salakia, you're killing me. Yeah, so he said that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another one is John Wayne, but he more resembles, you know what I'm saying, Clint East. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say the last word.
With those little beady eyes, those beady squinty eyes, yeah,
And that's to our brothers. I needed that laugh, man. You know what I'm saying? For all the evil going on with our people. You know what I mean? We need that. You know what I mean? We have to clown these oppressors and these devils, you know what I'm saying? Right. And these heathens, because we know we are better people. We know we are. Listen, look at me. I'm sweating. You know what I mean? Like and I know my AC on. It just probably stopped working. Salakia. But going back to Sleepy Dirty Harry Joe, Let's listen to what he said one more time, and then we're going to go into it just for a quick second, because this is very important. What we're going to bring out, Israel, is very, very, very important. Listen to this.
We will not forget. We will hunt you down and make you pay.
But some Republicans.
Let's go back to his face. Let's get the expression.
We will hunt you down and make you pay.
So the American government is going to hunt down the Taliban and make them pay for whatever, you know what I'm saying, they did. The report just said that 13 top class Americans got, you know what I'm saying, and military personnel got killed or murdered, whatever, plus hundreds of others, right? Let's go to the next story. Leave Sleepy Joe for now. Let's go to Akon. Let's go to Akon, and y'all will see why I'm bringing this up, and we bringing this up. We go into Akon for a quick second, and we're gonna make a quick comparison. You know what I'm saying? Between what Sleepy Joe said and what the system of America, you know what I'm saying, pushes on black people and these other nations, and what we should really do. You know what I'm saying?
If I may, I also got another article on standby that goes with from what I said before. That's gonna just blow the pause. It's gonna blow the lid off of these. Please continue, sir. I got the article on standby.
No, go ahead. You're gonna elaborate. I'm pulling it up right now. I just want to make sure I have the proper cue.
Now I want your article first. I don't want it's all gonna come full circle. We can end it on this. We only really did 2 articles today, but this is one of the best shows we've done in a while. This is an excellent expose on what America's really about.
Right.
America is about destroying blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what it's about. That's good for business. That's big business to them. All these other things or whatever, listen, it really has not much consequence. We're gonna see and really analyze what Sleepy Joe, aka Dirty Harry, is talking about, man.
Right.
Because guess what? Who put Dirty Harry in office?
Good night.
That's right. That's right.
He's about to put hundreds and thousands of Afghan refugees, if they're not terrorists. He's about to put them up in fine Airbnbs, in nice hotels, in nice places, in upper crust areas in Oklahoma City and Texas and North Carolina and Virginia. He's going to put them in the nicest of places while we're living in the ghettos of America. And they're going to be living better than us.
That's it.
Even though we ain't no goddamn Afghan voted Joe Biden into office.
Right.
Not one.
Boy.
We did. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We voted him into office. We voted Kamala Harris into office.
Right.
Where's our Airbnbs?
Good night. Why our brother had to die because he had a lighter in his hand? I thought that when we put Sleepy Joe in office, all of the evil was going to stop against blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. There would be no more George Floyd. Why is Salaki? Want to say something, sir? Salaki?
No. I was just saying that that's just so heavy with stuff. But I'm just bringing out because it's like you got people down here in Oklahoma, black people who, like you said, voted for Joe Biden. They down here getting kicked out of their home, can't even pay their rent. And you telling me you're going to bring Afghans down here and give them upscale apartments and give them jobs? Come on, man. I mean, come on, what are they doing to us? And they stood in line and voted.
Right.
They stood in line. I mean, come on. Stood in line and voted for Joe Biden. And Joe Biden's going to bring them right here in their face. Give them upscale apartments and jobs.
I
mean, come on. You talking about Micah 2 and 10? I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, not our rest. I mean, it's polluted. Damn. Go ahead, brother.
Come, sir. And Salaka, if I may, Baba Kashar, real quick, while Taba one is getting that scripture for you. Our relationship with America as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans has been an abusive relationship. Just imagine a man and a woman, and that man been beating down on that woman ever since they got together, or vice versa.
God.
Right? And to add insult to injury, this woman is going to bring a whole other man inside of the house, and that nigga can't say nothing.
God. Hey, Salakia, hey, Salakia, brother. One thing. Hey, send me a link to my phone so I can put it on the laptop, because I'm gonna switch to the laptop.
Okay, count, sir. Count. About to do it now, sir.
You got it, sir?
I'm trying to send a Cap the link. I don't know why this my internet is just not working, bro. Damn.
I could probably send it to him through the messenger app, sir.
Yeah, Baba Kashad.
Okay.
Damn, bro. This shit ridiculous. Hey, Shalom Yahshamalatan Bashim Yahshai says, Most High in Christ.
Hey, Shalom Yahshamalatan Bashim Yahshai. Got my rib up in the spot, Most High in Christ. Here we go. Hey, I don't want to. I resent it through the messenger app, so you should be able to get it. If not, let me see if I can send it.
You sent it to Cap, right?
Through the messenger app. I resent it, but I don't think I have. I don't got Cap's number.
I don't think I have his number either.
Yeah, so that's the only way I can send it is through the messenger. I hope he got it. But if you wanted to play Sleepy Joe real quick, I don't want, please.
Come. This internet, I don't know. I'm gonna call him as soon as we're done, bro. This is absolutely the first time, like for real, in a very long time. I didn't want to play Sleepy Joe. I wanted to play the Akon thing. We got the Sleepy Joe. Right.
Don't sweat. Let me just show one thing real quick before we get to Akon real fast.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen to show you. I'm gonna say it very plain and simple. Because this is our show, Ottawa, so we can say what we want, right?
Come on.
Fuck Sleepy Joe. Fuck America. Fuck all of that. Because America, let me tell you something. Let me show you the real America real quick. Let me go ahead and share this. And this is not from isupk.com. This is not from officerthabawan.net. This is from them. Do y'all see that on the screen? Y'all see these little boys on the screen? Let me scroll up. What's that say? U.S. troops were told to ignore child sex abuse by Afghan forces. I'm going to read just a little bit. When you support the American military, this is what you support. America is not fighting for morality. Wow. They have no morals. They have no code or no guideline. They don't have that. They're fighting for their own self-interest. Let's read this real quick. It says this is an article from back in 2017. American troops were told to ignore the rape and abuse of children by Afghan security forces they were partnered with.
Damn.
See that? not the enemy, not Al Qaeda, not the Taliban.
Wow.
What's the other one? Not ISIS.
ISIS K.
Yeah, not them. They were told to ignore the rape and abuse of children by Afghan security forces they were partnered with. In other words, the same MFers who are going to be in a hotel down the block from you, the same ones who are going to be in an Airbnb in your neighborhood, those same quote-unquote refugees, according to a report released Thursday by the Pentagon's Inspector General. This is their information. They're telling you this straight up to your face. Here's a quick quote. I'm going to read 2 paragraphs so we off this.
Come on, bro. Take your time.
In some cases, the interviewees explained that they or someone whom they knew were told that nothing could be done about child sexual abuse because of Afghanistan's status as a sovereign nation, that it was not a priority for the command, or that it was best to ignore the situation and let the local police handle it, the report reads. Although the report found that there was no written guidance telling U.S. troops to ignore abuse allegations, cultural awareness training for U.S. personnel deploying to Afghanistan identified child sexual abuse as a culturally accepted practice in Afghanistan. Do I need to read the fucking scripture again that says that Ishmael will be a wild man? In Genesis chapter 16, he's a wild man. He doesn't give a fuck about things like age. He doesn't care. It's a penis and a vagina. To him, that's it.
Yeah, he don't care.
Like an animal. And guess what?
That's heavy, type of one. That's heavy. So,
in their culture, that is normal and accepted. And your American military were told that over there, it's culturally acceptable. So don't say anything. Leave it alone. Ignore it. One last paragraph, and I think I'm off the slide. Yeah, let me read it to give our viewers some information that they don't know, Ottawa, because they think that the ISUPK, they think we just some niggas on the corner with boots, braids, and gold teeth. No, nigga, we go and do the understanding of these things and get the understanding to teach the truth and unplug our people from the matrix.
Damn right.
It says. There were a couple cases where service members brought it to commander's attention, and they said there's nothing we can do, according to an anonymous interviewee quoted in the report. This is a quote. There's no recourse to stop them from Bacha Bazi. Soldiers were told to ignore it and drive on. You're going to learn some language. You're going to learn some foreign culture right now. Bacha Bazi. What is Bacha Bazi? Bacha Bazi, which translates as boy play, is a cultural practice in which powerful or wealthy local figures and businessmen sexually abuse young boys who are trained to dance in female clothes. The report reads, I am off of this. That's what you're fighting for. That's what they're doing in Afghanistan.
Immorality. Salakia. A lot of it. A lot of immorality, immoral things. Things that is absolutely against God. That is what, if we send our brothers and sisters to the U.S. military, that's what they're going to be defending, man.
Damn right.
And you know how I know that? Because guess what? During the Vietnam War, World War I, World War II, when our brothers came home, they were treated like animals, like dogs, like nothing. Right. It don't mean nothing to them. It's all about the pocket and how much they can make.
Damn right. How
they can profit. But Sleepy Joe, going back to Sleepy Dirty Harry Joe, he said, and to water for that type of one, Most High Christ, you know what I'm saying? That was heavy, brother. Dirty Sleepy Harry Joe, he said he's gonna go for them. He's not gonna forget. He's gonna get them. You want me to play it? Let me play it. I'm gonna just play the audio. I'm gonna play the audio. Sir. Yeah, I'm gonna just play the audio. He said it with his mouth.
Forgive.
Right. He'll not do it.
We will not.
Stand will not change. The president says the United States will retaliate against those responsible for Thursday's blasts.
We will not forgive.
Mm-hmm.
We will not forget.
Right.
We will hunt you down and make you pay.
Nice. Very, very well. Eloquently said, Sleepy Joe. Eloquently. Now let's listen to this piece of garbage right here. And let's listen to what he says as well. Which is the norm in America when it comes to our oppression.
People got very upset about that.
Well, in Senegal, we've kind of overcome the thought of slavery. We don't even think about it. The only time we think about it, honestly, is when we're doing tours at Goat Island. Outside of that, people have lived and moved and way beyond the slavery concept and idea and mind state.
Right, because in Senegal, you actually know your history. You can trace your family back 100 generations, whatever else. You still have your names, your real names. You're not named Johnson.
Right. Now you see that? These Africans, they know who they are. They don't have slave name like Johnson and Thomas and all of that stuff. They have Umbukutuk and whatever.
Right. Right. Play that again, Adawan. Ooh, wee.
Nah, they have their names. You wanted to say something, Taba?
No, Adawan, just play it again real quick and you can break it down. I just want to hear that one more time, Adawan.
No sweat. I got you, brother.
As in Senegal, you actually know your history. You can trace your family back 100 generations, whatever else. You still have your names, your real names. You're not named.
Pause it, sir.
And Jackson.
Come on, Taba.
So even this devil, Vlad TV, who I think is a Amalekite.
Yeah,
a so-called fake Jew.
Sweets or whatever.
He's pointing out to Akon, this fly swatting, you know what I'm saying, cow rectum blowing African.
Yeah, this guy right here.
That dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not giving him no props or nothing, but he recognizes that there's a difference in whatever the hell Akon is talking about is slavery and our slavery as black people in America. As black people in the Caribbean, as black people, you know what I'm saying, in Mexico, Dominican Republic, in the West Indies, in the Western Hemisphere, Khan. They didn't have their names taken. So how you gonna get mad at they got mad at shout out to Captain Tazariak, man. Let's give Captain Tazariak a hand for kicking that stinking Hamite out of that cookout. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years back. Like 2-3 years back. Shout out to Captain Tazariak, man. When I was just in New York, a stinking Hamite. He tried to sneak in. He tried. But of course, we was on his tail. Pause. We was on him. Got him up out of there. You understand? But they're not us. Because if they were us, they would have the same history as us. They would have the same background as us. You know who has the same background as us? A cat that looks like me, whose last name is Martinez, whose last name is, you understand, Lopez. Where does that name come? Is Lopez? Where does that come from?
Right.
That comes from Europe. Martinez, that comes from Europe.
Right.
Those are my people. My people were slaves in America and South America and Central America. So what this devil just pointed out, this African is different from us. But please continue, sir.
To what for that, brother? Right. So
Jackson and Washington and all the other slave owners that were the presidents who had slaves during that time, Jefferson, and so forth.
Now you see how culturally and fun it is for them to talk about the demise or the slavery of the blacks, Latinos, Yes, Jefferson. I know my culture. I know where I come from, and blah blah blah. But they don't know because you know they had they hold from the slave owners Jefferson and Thomas and you know what I'm saying. You all see the witchcraft and the evil going on right there. So I'm gonna keep going, brother.
Yeah, but you guys actually have your history, and that was the whole thing of walking around Senegal. People just felt, it was the first time I felt Black people just felt comfortable,
right,
and with no type of disease. You know, I mean,
I think it's also the art of just letting the past go. And
let's go back again, Taba,
and so forth. Yeah, but you guys actually have your history, and that was the whole thing of walking around Senegal. People just felt, it was the first time I felt Black people just felt.
Nice. He said, Black people. That's the witchcraft right there. Colorism is what we suffer from. These Hamites ain't our people. Because he clearly said earlier on, and the devil reiterated it and asked him again. He knows his culture. He knows his roots going back hundreds of years. He said, yes, I know my culture and I know my going back hundreds of years. Ask a brother inside of America right now, what is his nationality? He's going to tell you he's either Christian, Muslim, Black, you know what I'm saying? Nigger, whatever. That's what he's going to tell you. But Akon knows his greatest grandfather, where they came from, how they got all the wealth they have and power and whatever it is they have going on over there in Senegal. They're not us. They don't share our same history. Vlad just pointed it out. Now, guess what this piece of garbage decided to form his lips and say? You know what I'm saying? And to water for that scripture, and if you could get that for me, Tabawan Babakusha, Officer Imawan, give Exodus 11:7. That's a Tuwab scripture, Babakusha. You cue that up for me. Tuwada, brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This piece of garbage right here, I'm locked up, won't let me out. I used to listen to his music back in the day, but since I came into the truth, like I can't, because why? You're teaching all people to do something that your people do. You're infringing on the rights of our people and our freedom to be who we are and embrace our culture, heritage, you know what I'm saying, identity, and try to fuse it with us. You know what I mean? Culture vultures, all of them. He, Vlad, all of them.
Culture
all of them.
vultures. And Akon,
You know
that goddamn song Locked Up, man. I used to listen to that joint too, man. I was a young lad when that came out. Man. I was in like 7th, 8th grade. Let me tell you something. The only reason why that song was as hot as it was because of Styles P. That's why.
That's right. That's right.
That's why that song was hot. Disgusting.
Simple.
Locked up.
Culture vultures, they come into you know what I'm saying, and take
ever been to jail?
Never. He was born in Senegal, in America. He went to Senegal at age 4 and then came back to America when he was whatever age old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these Africans, so-called Africans over here, they got money over there. We don't have no money over here.
Right. I just read his rap sheet. Apparently, he spent some time locked up because he was stealing cars and shit like that. But he ain't spent he ain't no damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
ain't locked up for the same reasons that Devon and Lick get locked up for, bro.
That song was for who?
Go ahead, Taba.
That song was to appeal to niggas. He did the same thing the Chinese restaurant do. He did the same thing the devil does.
There you go.
He did the same. He's like, well, niggas seem to like music about jail and criminal activities, so let me make one and make some money. And now he's back in his homeland in Africa, putting billions of dollars towards what? Towards giving them free energy. He ain't doing nothing for no niggas. And again, like we said, Ottawa, did we not say who voted Sleepy Joe in? We did. Who voted Kamala Harris?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Who made Akon an effing global icon? We did.
We did.
What do we get for it?
Salak. A kick in the ass. By Akon. By him saying what I'm about to play right now. That's a kick in the ass.
And I got the scripture too.
If I may, Baba Kasha, listen to what Akon says.
People just felt, this was the first time I felt black people just felt comfortable,
right,
and with no type of disease. You know, I mean,
I think it's also the art of just letting the past go and moving towards the future. And I think in the U.S. they have this stigma of just not letting go of the past and blaming the past on every mishap or, you know, disappointment. And I think,
God damn it, you piece of garbage, is the past that caused us to be in the situation that we're in right now. Is the past that allowed us to be so deplorable in our mindset and our understanding of the reality that we're living in. That's why we made you a millionaire. That's why you came into the hood and got Style P on your tracks. That's why you had original black producers producing your music, because we are the salt of the earth. We are the flavor in everything. With all your click and flies and doo-doo and cow piss. That's what you know.
Well
if you
said,
just stayed over there, who the hell would you be?
Can I show a picture of what he would be?
Well, you think you want to... Come on, brother. Come on. Help me out, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying.
Let's just show a picture of what Akon would be.
There you go. What's that, a corn tree?
Is that corn in this bitch's hair?
Yeah, there you go. Give them a hand.
This bitch got corn on the cob in her goddamn... Yo, bro. Hey, look. Yo, Adawan, I'm so glad you picked this topic. Adawan, the water to you, sir. Give yourself a hand. Big up to you, because Akon, you know what I'm saying? As a native New Yorker, y'all may not know what this means, but I'm gonna tell Akon, yo, Akon can eat a Frank for real.
Brother Silaka, if I may.
For real.
Uncommon senses African corn roll.
Hey, yo.
Oh, man.
Akon can eat a Frank. I'm telling you, that dude right there got some nerve. You gonna tell black people what to do? You gonna tell black people what you? Because you see Vlad, and again, I'm not giving no devil no credence or no credit. But if he's telling the facts, he's telling the facts. He said it was the first time he saw black people, which is deception because we're not all black people. Africans are not black people.
Right.
But notice he said, what did he call what we have in America? He called it a disease. He said it was the first time I saw black people without a disease.
Yes.
What did Akon say? Akon said, well, you know, it's also just letting go of the past. Why the fuck can't y'all let go of the past? Why the hell this bitch got corn on the cob in her goddamn head, man?
Right.
Why don't you let go of the past, Akon?
Right.
Tell this broad something about letting go. He won't do it.
I miss my sound
effects. What you say, other one?
I said I miss my sound effects.
I'm telling you what, we need other one. We gonna get it, other one.
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't hook it up. Salakia.
And then, if I may, real quick, other one. I know we on the topic and we over the time, but I got time today. My rib don't get off work until later. I got time. what's that crap they pushing now? What's it called? The Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, yeah.
Wiz Kid and all that trash. The shit is trash. It's garbage. And they pushing it, trying to make it seem like, oh, the Africans have flavor like us.
No, they don't.
They're
That's
cool.
our music. They fuse soca music, right? And dancehall and call it Afrobeats. What the fuck? You've been doing this shit forever, man. You know what I mean?
You telling them what time it is for real.
Like who wants corn on the African cob? You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here with this shit. You know
corn on the African cob.
So, these people pissing me off because, you know what I mean, black people are the ones with all the flavor, brother. You know what I mean? Every hit song, every hit record, look at this. You're black in the black communities and Kemet. That's the culture. That's what you like. That's what you like. To an African, that's a beautiful woman. To me, I'm running the fuck out of there. I don't want to get up in the morning with that lion next to me, bro. Why would I do that to myself? I'd rather Freddy Krueger lay next to me. God damn it.
But Akon again. So it's like finish you saying I don't want Salaki.
No, go ahead. I'm done. I'm done. These man.
Just play Akon one more time. So let me stop my screen share and play this fool one more time. Rewind a little bit and play him, man. Let's end on this.
Let the past go and move. Right.
The presidents who had slaves during that time,
right,
Jefferson,
you know,
and so forth. Yeah, but you guys actually have your history, and that was the whole thing of walking around Senegal. People just felt, it was the first time I felt black people just felt comfortable,
right,
and with no type of disease. You know, I mean,
I think it's also the art of just letting the past go and moving towards the future. And I think in the U.S. they have this stigma of just not letting go of the past and blaming the past on every mishap or, you know, disappointment. And I think as long as you hold on to that past, it's just a lot of weight that you carry with you everywhere you go. And it's hard to move forward and move fast when you got to, you know, weight on your back. Right. You just got to let it go.
So nice. Now I don't give a flying bird about Vlad no Akon. Now this is what I'm going to say. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you just now heard what Sleepy Joe said. He said he's not going to forgive nor forget what the Afghan did. The wild man on the earth, he's not going to forget. But we in the black community, according to, you know what I'm saying, so-called Caucasian society and every other society, we have to forget about all the murder, rape, robbing, and atrocities that has been done to us because, as Akon says, is a weight on our back, on our shoulders. So why Biden can just, you know what, that shit is in the past. Let's just don't worry about it. You know, our troops die, they die. Let's just leave it alone. You see the hypocrisy of this society, man.
Mm-hmm.
The only people who can't talk about the atrocities and evil that happened to them is blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
The Israelites, true people of God. We're the only ones who need to shut up and let it go. But the commander-in-chief of the United States, or the United Snakes of America, right? He said that I'll put it on the screen. You all think it's a joke. United Snakes of America, KKK. He's not going to forget about what happened in Afghanistan to his people, his American citizens living over there. But then we, the descendants of the slave trade and the ancestors of the slaves, you know what I'm saying? We have to forget about it. We have to forget about Tamir Rice too. Like, why are you complaining about Tim? Why are you worried about George Floyd? You know what I'm saying? They will dig up all the dirt that a brother have and throw it out there in the media. I ain't see no dirt thrown in the media when they arrested Dylan Storm. Anybody think about that? When they arrested him, did they put out he had a history of criminal activity, or he used to kill little animals when he was young, and he used to strangle little birds and do all? We never saw that, right? We never saw that he had a drug problem, or he was, you know what I'm saying, racist. He used to go to a KKK meetings with his uncle. With nothing. All we know, he was arrested and brought to jail and in prison, whatever the case may be. But after George Floyd died, y'all still try to tarnish his reputation like he was some criminal.
That's right.
Unplugged from the matrix. This is the reason we're doing it, so that our people can wake up from the deep sleep and this illusion, this fictitious reality that has been placed in front of us by the media.
That's right.
And every other form of it's absolutely disgusting. And you know what? I'm gonna hold my tongue on this one. Uncommon Sense said something in here. This country celebrates July 4th every year, but we need to forget but we need to forget about our past. Though I mean, however you say it, I'm a very terrible reader. Everybody knows that.
No, that's absolutely correct. Every July 4th, it's a national holiday. I mean, Labor Day is coming up in like a week,
right?
A couple of days or something. We got to celebrate the past, but when it comes to our slavery, we should forget the past.
Right.
Hold up. Let me get one more thing. We can end it on this.
No sweat, brother. I'm pretty good. Just a quick roll call, you know what I'm saying? To water for all the brothers and sisters who came in and joined us on Unplugged from the Matrix. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We broadcasting live on Unplugged from the Matrix Facebook. We got a Facebook page on there. Also, our YouTube channel, Unplugged from the Matrix, Unplugged UFTM. You know what I'm saying? Also, we broadcasting today live on what's it name? ISUPK, North Carolina. Yes, see.
Most High in Christ.
Yes. So to water for everybody who came in, you know what I'm saying? You can help me out with the roll call, Baba Kusha.
Another one, Since the last roll call, let me just scroll up a little bit. We had a lot of comments. Hey, y'all Akim and Wathian did a great job.
Get him a hand, man.
Damn right. Excellent job today. You know what I'm saying? We had all I'm saying. Is it trooper officer? Most likely Officer Magana Moth out of Puerto Rico. Shalom, Akihaba Shemal Brakatah. Most High in Christ was up in the spot, man. We got Dwayne Davis. You know what I'm saying? We got the sister Kazakwana was up in here. We got Gary Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Scroll down. Uncommon Sense, man. We're giving a lot of TWAB information, man. You know what I'm saying? And contributing to the chat. Appreciate it. We got I'm a one Yahweh. Shalom. Most High in Christ. The water for tuning in with us. You know what I mean? My rib, Princess Lawaya. Shalom. Most High in Christ. And let's see.
We got
and
Michael
at the very
Brooks.
end.
I think I'm not sure if they're still in here because I think I saw.
We got one more. Awar Kakomo. I'm not too sure about that name, but nonetheless, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? If that's correct.
Right.
So I think it's Ahawar. No sweat. It's Shalom. How about Shema Shabbat? You know what I mean? And we're gonna leave you with just a quick image of Akon's ancestors. So you can remember that he should shut his goddamn mouth and never, ever, ever say anything about our past or our history because he has nothing to do with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There you go, Akon. How about you forget about that past, Akon?
Right.
Oh, that because that's not the past that happened last week. They're still doing that over in your land.
This is the culture of Akon's ancestors. That's why we are not Africans. We don't do that. We don't do that. We eat cows. We don't shove our face inside of the ass. Salakia. So he grabbing onto the skin. This is absolutely ungodly, brother. Salakia. And y'all want me to be an African? Listen, I'd rather be a fish before I become an African. I'm telling you. Yeah. And we are all not black people. Not because of our skin complexion. They are dark Arabs looking just dark like me. Maybe darker too. East Indians.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'm going to call them niggas? That means they're going to be my brothers? No, they're not.
Mm-mm.
And again, I'm not saying that there's not good and bad in every race. I'm saying as a general population of races of people, they hate us. They don't care about us.
Right. Hey, Salaki, I want you to see that comment, sir?
Which one right here?
No sweat.
Another one come.
Shout out. Yeah, please, other one, please.
I don't know what happened with Cap, but just to let Cap know, you know what I'm saying, to Water for coming in with us.
Right, give him a hand clap. Give him that sound effect.
The oppressor of the devil, the Bible speaks of. We already knew that. And will always try to stop us from doing this work. You know what I'm saying? Salaka, brother, go ahead and see what you were saying.
So I just want to say the Water and you know what I'm saying, shout out to Captain Garwap, the Water, you know what I'm saying, for rocking out with us again, man. This show was an excellent show. You know what I'm saying, getting back into the groove of things. And Adawan, you know what I'm saying, he contributed, man. He I don't know, man. I think we need Cap on here every week, damn near. Like, I mean,
yeah. I already spoke to Cap.
Yeah,
Cap,
like this is, you know what
I'm saying,
Tawab Salakia.
Yeah, most of Christ. Yeah. Again, you know what I mean, enough honors, respect, and discipline, you know what I'm saying, towards the Cap. You know what I mean, Captain Igarwa. Always a pleasure to have him on us with us, you know what I'm saying? And it man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. Let's unplug our people from the matrix. You know what I mean? Let's do whatever we have to do to get our people off of, you know what I'm saying, all the stigmatisms and isms and schisms that we're facing inside of this place. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Why we make money and take care of our people?
That's right.
Because that's what it is about for now. So we just flow with it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I mean? You have a slave, you do whatever. You do music, or you know what I'm saying? You do welding, you build homes, whatever you do. You know what I mean? Do it with pride and make sure that you maintain your integrity with everything. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, the devil is going to put nice, beautiful things in front of you, women and all kinds of stuff to deter you. You know what I mean? Which is what he does. So stay focused, man. Come into school, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. If you want more information, you can simply go to www.iscpk.com for more information. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put that on the screen right now. www.iscpk.com for more information. Don't forget to tune into Black Watch News. You know what I'm saying? www.blackwatch.news. You know what I'm saying? Commanding General Yohana is working hard to bring, you know what I'm saying, this truth to our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? What the brother said, I'll have it right next week, Akim. All right, Most High Christ. Khan, sir. Khan. Cap talking to us right there. Yeah, Khan, sir. Don't forget this one too. Pay your goddamn tithes. Stop sending your money on strippers and hoes. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. Don't piss off my general. General Muhammad gets mad every time you take that money and does dumb shit with it. Send that money in so that we can help our brothers and sisters pay their rent and do all. You heard what we brought out. You know what I mean? We can't pay our rent and we getting evicted. That money that you're using to do all that foolishness, we use it to help brothers and sisters, single parents. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff. That's all I got for today, man. To everybody in the chat, you know what I mean? Again, who came in and joined us. Again, special thanks, you know what I'm saying, to Captain Igarwap every time, all the time. You know what I mean? Prison officer of 1,000 eyes, prison officer 500 Tabawan Yahawada. My right hand, okay, I've got to do this time. My right hand man, he's actually on my right. Wow. My right hand man on my right. Taba. Water to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Stories excellent. You know what I'm saying? Show excellent show. You know what I mean? Everybody, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe to all our content. We've been doing this for a minute. We're not gonna stop. So
yeah, right.
And with that, I'm gonna play this song right here. We live in the
if I may say one thing.
Okay. Come on.
Just one thing. Just want to say again, Tawada to everybody for tuning in and rocking out with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all came in, you know what I'm saying, really show some love today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the ISUPK. All the different pages to the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast. You know what I'm saying? Boot Up or Shut Up podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ask You the Prophets. You know what I'm saying? One West Radio. Black Watch. Cross the line. Subscribe and share all of that. And real quick, let me just say, also, make sure you go to isupk.com so you can check out what kind of events we got going on, man. We love our people, and we want to see you. You know what I mean? I think, don't quote me, but I believe the next cookout might be the Houston cookout. I think the turnout is going to be incredible. And you know what that means?
Right.
That means we're going to have another special edition of Unplugged from the Matrix. It's going down. We hope to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, most high in Christ. So make sure y'all, you know what I mean, get your affairs in order and everything. And we're going to see y'all, man. Again, the water for y'all, you know what I'm saying, who've been rocking out with us, man. We're going to keep giving y'all more content. We're going to get better. We're going to get stronger, man. But we need y'all help. So that's what it is.
Damn right. And with that, shalom, y'all bashim shabakatam. Y'all shamal tan bashim y'all shai. Hey, shalom.
Hey, blinded by television, we can't even think. So much lead in the water, homie, we can't even drink. Hey, you moving them bricks, but you killing yourself. Cause when I look at you, homie, I see you screaming for help. Only thing that can help you, it's gotta be real brotherhood. Them devils use it for evil when God made it for good. This shit just ain't adding up. This shit just don't make no sense. In a brand new Mercedes Benz and struggle to pay our rent. They say that we have freedom, be all you can be. The whole world had a problem because of a knee. Hey.
Yeah. Me don't know if you know I see Wagwan. When you see it. Oh, no, just wicked. Them wicked. Foolish and insipid. Aya. Ooh, them. Them a try to stop. Tell them the war fi start.
Tired see black people get shot. Yo, ooh, them. Seems like them alone fit talk. Tired share love, now the love going stop. Me wine, shed the light on the dark. Life is not all about love and hugs and kisses with the enemy. Look how them a govern. Manipulate the people, them mind. For Christianity, that a slogan. Lies for so long, kept my people in the dark, but the light now turn on. We are men of war, duplicate the truth alone. We go and hold on. So them I try to stop. Tell them the war fi start. Tired see my people get shot. Yo, them I try to stop. Them alone want talk, but they war going start. Man, exercise, train and practice. Me not no Catholic, we not no Baptist. None no Muslim, we not no Buddhist. Whoa, and to the little crayfish. But turn on, turn on, turn on. When the war don't start and it turn on. Tell me where you are go now. You pick it. Black woman, we love them, love them, love them. Deaf to the heathen. The truth me a defend. Nigga pussy one. We no fear them. Politics, religion, it a fuck up the place. Stop touch the picnic, them below them waist. Them a parasite, rob the people, them blind then. Run, come a smiling at them face. Fascism, my people embrace. Holy fantastic things, them a seep up and face. And I run, come talk about the father, give me grace. Back your face. Ooh, them a try to stop. Tell them the war fi start. Tired see black people get shot, get shot.